Swantaline. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is serene and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, station uniting the world. That is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station.
Much for joining us. It is Tuesday morning. It is the 3rd of October. I'd like to wish you all a happy new month. Yes, it is a beautiful new month. I would like to call it a green October, yes, because it is on the 1st of this month, Nigeria, marked her 63rd independence. So I would like to wish you all a happy independence. Yeah, I would like to say that we have really achieved a lot in the last 63 years, even though I know I wasn't, I was born, yes. Good morning, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ruth Obu, and I'm not here on the set alone. I'm here with some beautiful souls. Yeah, I'd like to meet them, soon, so you know just how lovely they are. They're not all like, one or two. Lovely. I'd like to start with the one sitting right opposite me, in the person of Brother Oku. Good morning.
All right, good morning, Sister Ruth. Good morning to you also, beloved viewer. It's a wonderful morning. Today is Tuesday, and I hope you're doing well out there. Wherever you're watching us from, it's morning in Nigeria, so it could be midnight where you are, but do well to know that it's morning here. So good morning, and we're alive. Thank you.
How are you? Are you sure you're good?
Oh,
You
I think I'm
moody
good.
to me.
Really?
Are you not happy that we are 63rd?
Nigeria is 63rd.
Yeah, 63.
Well, I try as much as possible to
No
always
negative
avoid
comments.
talking about Nigeria. It's a country I'm very proud of. Like,
Yes.
I love Nigeria with everything, but I'm not really sure at this point. You know, I don't think I can die for Nigeria. I'm supposed to love Nigeria to a point where I can die for Nigeria, but as it stands, I will try all my best to see what I can do to help the country, because so far so good. Nigeria is not at its best. Like, there are so much potential, there's so much places we could be, but yet we are still here. So, and it pains me.
You think we're stopped?
Yeah, we've been stuck for the past 20 years or more. Like, and all of us knows that, even the president knows that, but obviously nobody's doing anything. So, but then, happy anniversary, Nigeria. Happy anniversary to us.
Yeah, you know, I really love Nigeria. No matter what happens, I am proud of my country, Nigeria. If I had my way, I would be wearing green, white here. I know Nigeria is not at her best, like, according to you, yeah, but I'm still proud of my country. It is one of the best country. You know, God has really, like, we are carefully selected in this country. We have it all here. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, we have it all. Like, we even have the Creator, you know, here in Nigeria. He chose to, you know, emanate from Nigeria. So we have
wishing you a happy new month, and I hope that this month, like Sister Ruth said, it's a green October. So may this month bring all the prosperous things, wishes that you have been wishing for, may it come to pass in the name of Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Good morning to you once again. Good morning to you.
morning.
I feel great. I feel honored to be
63.
Yeah, my country is 63, although I am not 63 yet.
Okay.
But then looking at the man at 63, and there is still a whole lot that is, you know, expected of that man. And then seeing the things around him and her or her and all of that, being if it's a woman, you would say that, just like he said, we are stuck. But at this point, I feel like some of the leaders over time have tried to see how they can make way. But they still maybe, you know, when you're choosing the same, going around a circle at all times, seeking to use using a particular circumstances to, you know, get a different result here. You could see that you can never.
Formula,
yes, a particular formula to get one result, to get maybe a different result. You see, you can never. So I feel that over time, the citizens or even the leaders on out there, they have been using the same formula, you know, expecting a different result, and then it's not coming food. You understand? Because everyone going out there, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. They keep coming out with, should I use the word propaganda, or perhaps, you know, something.
Yeah, you could say political propaganda.
Yes.
I'd also like to let you know that, you know, it is easy for us to sit here and say
right,
a lot.
a lot.
You're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. If I were you, I would do this. But we also, you know, tend to forget that it is not the same when you are there. I think they are being mounted, they are being surrounded
the pressure
by,
out
with so
there.
many pressures. They try their best, but I think humans, maybe their
Honestly,
co-workers, workers, you know, tend to, you know, kill their.
I have to
Honestly,
come
I'm
from
sorry.
this. I have.
Kill their. I'm coming back to you. Don't worry.
I have to come from.
Before I forget,
Okay.
I just want to jump in. I'm sorry for just cutting you. I'm really tired of pitying anybody that is a leader. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, like,
Okay.
there is a reason why you are the head, like why you are the president. It's not because you are me.
Okay.
Like, if I was you, then I'll be there.
I
So
think at this
there
point
are-
we have to bring Eric
yeah,
into
that's
the
why I
No, very
discussion.
soon, very soon, but let
We
me
have
just
to
finish.
bring him so that the discussion. will
Let
be
me
more.
just
Let
finish.
him
Let me
learn.
just
Okay.
finish. So why we have the right to say, oh, they are not doing well, is because there are so many of his mates out there that are doing well. Like, everything is always in comparison.
Do you
If-
know that?
let me
Okay,
finish.
please go on.
Everything is always in comparison. If there was no country as beautiful as Nigeria, Nigeria would be the best country in the world. Like, if Naira, as it is now, was bigger than dollar, like Naira, 1,000 Naira was, because before it was. So if like 1 Naira was like $1,000, we will be happy that, because it's always in comparison. So when everyone out there is doing better than you, and then we are still pitying you that there is, you don't know, maybe there is, maybe. That's why you're the leader. Fix it. Like, you are there.
It's not easy. You keep
That's what
saying,
I'm
we
saying.
keep saying,
That's what I'm
fix
saying.
it.
It's
No,
getting
No,
hotter.
let me finish. Let me
okay,
finish.
don't worry. Let Eric.
No,
go.
let me
Calm
just
down,
let me just land.
calm
Let me just
down,
land.
calm
Have you ever
down.
heard that
Okay.
heavyweight, heavy, how do they call that?
Heavyweight.
No, the
Rain?
head that wear the crown or something.
Okay,
On
okay.
Easy is
Forgotten
the
that.
head that wears the crown.
Yeah, on Easy is the head that wears the crown, and then to whom much is given,
Much is
is expected.
Okay.
As the first commander-in-chief 001 of the country, there's almost nothing you cannot do. And if you at the end, because that's the same thing Buhari did, do we really know what he's going through? Nothing happened to that man. He entered that place, he came out very healthy, and we are still saying, well, do you know what he's going through? But he's not doing it, he's not fixing anything. Like, he's not even strong enough
They
to
know
come out,
that
but
they
he's
have
now coming out very
strategized
healthy.
means.
Okay,
They have.
okay.
Anyways.
Mr. Peace, we are
Okay.
coming back. Yes. We also have in our midst here, we were still introducing my counterpart.
Call him a political guru. A political
Yes,
guru.
we also
He's
have
going to give us
Brother
more.
David Eric in our midst. Good morning.
Good morning, Sister Ruth.
How are you?
Good
I'm
morning
fine.
to
I love the
Sister
way you
Peace.
start patient.
Yeah. And he was just smiling. Look at these people. What are they saying?
Even though you had a lot to say, we were just waiting patiently for you to be introduced before you fire.
Good morning, our beloved audience. Nigeria is a joke, so I'll always
Are you serious? Are you serious? No, no. At this point, Father
That's
said
not fair.
something.
That's not fair. Brother
Father
Eric.
said
That's not
something during Advice and Blessing. He said that change starts from an individual. So if you want that peaceful country, that loving country, it has to start with you. And I see that this is one thing our leaders don't understand. I'm sorry, our last president, permit me to say this here, came up with that idea that, oh, change starts with an individual and all of that. But you still at some point seeing him, or you had him falling into the same thing, the same mistake, the same borrowing loan, you know.
I think that was what led to him calling us lazy youths.
Okay, okay. So that even brought a lot of chaos. All the youths were like, "Why would you call us lazy youth when we are out there?" Some are even pulling
Well, that statement actually made a lot of youths to rise
stand
up
up.
and start doing.
But
something.
even with that, many youths were trying their best.
See,
You
the
can't
problem is
come
not
out
about
from
the youths,
education
it's not
system.
the youths.
Let me tell you something. All the leaders were citizens. At
Are
some
you talking
point.
about the youths that were killed in Lekki at Lekki?
Wait, let's
Is
not
that-
go
is it-
there.
is
Let's
it those
not
ones?
go there.
No, the problem is not the youth. Like, we
Wait.
should always face the problem. This is always my problem with men. Like, when you see the problem, forget about being logical or sentiment. If you don't know,
I'm not being
no,
logical.
relax,
I'm
relax.
trying to make you understand something.
If you don't know, see, I always like to appreciate any facts at a point where I don't understand what is happening. So if you don't understand or you don't know, always accept that, okay, this one, I don't know this one. I don't know what is happening. I was not there. Now, in a clear sense, if you want to measure it in a scale, Nigerian youths are not lazy. Nigerians, in fact, there are very few people on...
The industrials, a lot of
They are very industrious. If they go to countries like any country that things are moving, they will go there and even almost become the president.
I
of
mean,
the
the
country.
condition we face here can even make you
That's
grow.
why I said we have it all in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We are so intelligent in this. And anyhow you want Nigerians, God has really blessed us
They can
intellectually.
fit into any
You know,
situation.
Anywhere.
in
An
all
average Nigerian,
ramifications.
an average Nigerian can fix a button. Like, you see all these buttons that goes out from clothes. An average Nigerian in UK or US, somebody's button fall out,
Ends
can
from it.
stand up there and hey, bring, don't worry, I know what to do. An average Nigerian,
Earn money.
yes, and
Sure.
earn money from it. An average Nigerian can sew a shoe. I can sew it. There's so many things an average Nigerian can do. An average Nigerian boy will just see an electrical problem and be like, and could know exactly
How
what
to-
is wrong,
okay.
like how to go out, even if he may not fix it, but he will have an idea and he will not be scared of it. First of all, he will not be shy away. Most of the people you see out there, like, they allow everything for professionals. But then in this country, that's to show you that these youths are not lazy. In this country, there's almost nothing they've not tried. Like, they've gone everywhere, they've done everything, but yet there is no light, there is no road. How do you expect
That's
to
what
wait,
I'm
wait,
trying
relax,
to-
relax. How do you expect?
I think I have to keep quiet.
How
at
do you
this
expect?
point.
Then I'll round
Okay.
up. Like, when I'm
Okay.
speaking, just allow me to finish. I will finish.
I
Like,
can feel your...
no. How do you expect people to grow where there is no light?
Lights, okay.
Like, there is no light. How will I see what is happening? How will I know what other people are doing? How will I innovate? If I wanted to charge my phone, if I wanted to do this, there is no light. How will I progress if there is no light? Then there is no light. I'm going out to look for other small things to do. There is no road to pass. Okay, there is work somewhere.
I'm tired.
There is work somewhere in Lagos. How can I get to Lagos? There is no railway, there is no trainway, there is no cheap transportation, nothing. There is no way to help you support the little struggle that you're doing. So how then do you say that the youths or the citizens are the ones causing the problem or beginning from them? So
That's
honestly,
you never allowed me to.
honestly,
Okay.
me, I'm just finishing.
Okay,
You can
Let's
say
round
whatever.
up so
Please
you
do.
can have your
Honestly, I will still say the problem is from our government. If it doesn't want to work, people should just keep quiet and swallow it, because the youths have tried their best, and I will not even cap, like, the youths have tried their best, and most of the time they get killed for just trying to be like, please now, people should do something. So what else should they do? Let us see where the government goes. Just like my brother said, this country, apart from the kingdom of God, is a joke.
Okay.
I know
Not-
you want to speak.
it is not
Okay.
I want to
joke.
ask Sister
It's
Peace a
not-
question.
no,
No,
Okay.
it is
I'll
not a
explain
joke,
why
please.
it's a joke. I'll explain why it's a
Please, I
joke,
would
but
like-
that's
I would
by
like-
the way.
I would like
I
us
want
all
Sister
to-
Peace
Oh, wait,
to say
wait,
something.
uh,
I want her to say something.
Okay.
But I want to ask you the question
Okay.
because you have been trying to interrupt. Okay.
Okay.
No, now let me
We'll
give you
continue.
the question.
Mm.
Are you for the government
Okay.
or you are for the citizens? That's just very
The
simple.
people.
And for the people.
So the floor is yours.
So at this point, I'm not disagreeing to what he's saying, but I'm at this. Why I tried coming
pitying
in.
the
Wait, why I tried coming in is at the point where I talked about the citizen. You understand? Why am I saying so? Everyone, every leader, before becoming a leader at that point, was a citizen. And tomorrow, you right here can be a president one day or a governor one
The
day.
president
Would
is
you?
a citizen.
He is okay,
Yes.
but let's just say he amongst the majority at that point, no matter whether he had it all or did not. But before he became a president or a governor or whatever, he was and when I'm talking about the majority in quotes, you understand my point. So what am I saying? You are a citizen. You have restructurized your mind. Oh, if I have this opportunity to serve this country, I am going to do this. I am going to do that. But do you know that absolute power corrupts absolutely? You go into there with all the wealth around you, with all the power, you tend to forget your ambition at some point. That's why I said, as a citizen, if we can, should I use the word revolutionize our mind? You understand? And try to, know that at some point we have to always still to what is right. Okay, I had a conversation with someone. He was put into a place where he can monitor a flow of a particular leader's money. So he said that, if these people try paying me this amount, I'll just close my eyes to, either nailing the person down and all of that. So I was like, so tomorrow now you always say you want to fight for your country. You want to stand up for your country and the majority. So how would you start doing that if you don't start it with your own self? Okay, you have seen an opportunity to, maybe let me use the word, sell out this person, or this person has been embezzling money, and now you want to use the opportunity to gain your own. And tomorrow you become a leader. What are you professing? So why are we blaming them? I don't know if you all understand. I'm not of the point that I am disagreeing with him that the leaders are perfect or they are not perfect and all of that. But I feel that if we as a citizen, today I am sitting here, tomorrow I don't know what I might be, and then I have the opportunities to serve the country, it is up to me to do or to prefer what I have to. Tomorrow, okay, he has talked about no good roads, no good electricity and all. You understand that Nigeria as a whole, there are many countries we supply constant electricity for. You know that. But what is happening in our own country?
As a citizen.
Okay. No. Wait. Understand my point. Understand my
understand
point.
you,
Understand
I'm
my
just being
point.
sarcastic.
No, you don't have to be at this point because we are trying to pass out an information.
No. What I was actually saying was that, the point you're making is a correct point. Like, it's actually on point. But then we are talking about a chance of 1 in a million kind of chance. There are very slim chance that either me or bro David Eric will in 8 years become the president of Nigeria.
Definitely.
It's a very slim chance.
Very
We
slim
may.
chance.
No, but
I-
it's a very slim
He's
chance.
facing reality.
No, I'm
Yes,
facing
I
reality.
understand your
Forget
point, but
about-
I know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm laughing at.
But then we are almost like 200 and something million people,
Yeah.
and just one person will become president in the next 8 years.
Sure.
Same thing, like we may die and then not up to 50 people in our lifetime
Yeah.
become president, or not even up to 20 because
You are
everybody's
doubting-
saving 8 years.
You're
No, no,
doubting yourself.
Those is
I'm not doubting myself. I'm just giving reality.
Okay.
It may not even be
Real
me. I'm just
sense.
talking like you were making a mention of citizens. Yeah, I'm just talking like in reality, like in
Okay.
total. We may die and none of our friends even become presidents because this is 200 million people. Like when people say 1 in a million, that in every 1 million is less than one person
Okay.
that can become president. Like you might count 1 million people and still not get the president out of the 1 million people, and this is the fact.
Why? Why so?
So in that case, we need to focus the blame on where the actual problem is, because there are some people that are not even here in this country right now. They are somewhere in US, but they will later come in 8 years and become president in this country. Like the current president did not even school here. And mind you, corruption is not in just one place. Like Nigeria is not even the most corrupt
Of
country in
course,
the world.
of
Like
course.
there are so many other places that are corrupt, but then they are still growing. You get, I'm not actually supporting corruption because it has, in fact, it's one of the biggest downfall that we have in Nigeria. But then, it's not the biggest problem that we have. Like, you can still be corrupt and still do a whole lot of work. Because I don't know, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, if he was very corrupt, like, the former governor, Godswill Akpabio. He did so much work. I don't know if Peter Obi was very corrupt, but then he did so much. He could have stolen a lot of money. Okay, we have callers.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Piso.
Peace
Perfect.
of the
Peace of the
Father.
Father.
Father, how are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Um,
Oh, we lost
Okay, do well to call us back. I think maybe your network is bad or something.
So I have a question for you. I know you were saying something, but let me ask you this question. You speak like a visionary citizen. Let me use that word, yes. So let's say tomorrow you are given, forget about the 1 out of a million thing. You are given an opportunity to serve the country. And now you know that the situation in which we are in is very tight. And I know that it is not easy for people who are there. Yes, we can sit here, like you once said, we can sit here and speak as if, oh, we can do it all. But going out there, we know that it's not easy bringing Nigeria out of this current situation that we are right now. So let's say you are a president or perhaps given an opportunity to serve. What do you think, or what are the strategies you think you can do, to actually pull Nigeria out? Not forgetting that one, our industries is very, very down. That we have, when you're talking about debt burden, Nigeria is one of those countries that have been, at that apex of loan and all of that, receiving loans and all of that, and we have a lot. And then the roads, the hospitals, the people, the majority who do not have much, to, provide for themselves and all of that. So what are the strategies, or what are those things you feel you can do that would bring Nigeria out of this current situation? Let's look
Sorry,
at it.
before you continue, I don't really feel that it's a very cool question for Brother Oko,
Okay.
knowing the fact that he's not into the political settings, but it's fine. We can
Yeah,
say-
Okay.
Both of you have really spoken,
Yeah.
and he has not really spoken. I think
Okay.
he only dropped one.
I'm just
So-
listening.
Listening, yes.
Because-
So I'd
because-
like you at this point, to tell us what you feel, and I'd like you to be a little bit polite.
Yeah, I am really polite. Sister Peace has said so many things that's touching. Okay, let's draw attention from our father. We all know that if we want to become leaders, definitely we have to be servants, and we must serve. So I feel that is the first piece that's missing in Nigeria. And you will never hear our father telling us that I will do this, I will do this, I will make this, I will do this, even if he has the power to do everything. The first thing that causes problems.
And I think you're wrong if you, for you to say even if he has the power. Say even though he has the power.
All right, sorry for the wrong choice. of
He is
word.
not his language.
Definitely, we all know the father has
Okay,
the power
yeah.
to do it, but most times he does not take self-glory for anything that he wants to do. He's always there to serve us. So I feel that's the first piece that's missing from the leaders that we have. Even we as humans, we always try to be authoritative. We want to show our powers and so on and so forth. We're not ready to serve. If we're ready to serve, we always understand that this same thing will definitely turn around and come and meet us, understand? So, but when we believe that we want to be leaders, we try to create leaders and always keep servants. What am I trying to say? Brohokum made an instance saying that it is very possible to count 1 million and you don't get the president. There is a saying that they have already laid foundations for leaders leaving the servants. So at this particular point in time, the leaders will always be very, very comfortable, whereby the servants will be struggling. This might continue for a long time if there's no breakthrough. So the ability of you achieving so many things will be less. I don't know if you could remember when we were much younger, we were always having this vision 2020, like Nigeria would be like
2023.
no
Vision
2020 that
Okay.
Nigeria will be like London. That was when Obasanjo was still the president, you understand? This was the vision 2020. But little do we know that they have already certain leaders that are going to rule, not going to serve, going to rule and make sure that they keep so many things in place for leaders, not for citizens. You understand? So when we get this mindset that we have to serve ourselves like our Father, serve, everything is going to be beautiful. Just look at the kingdom. Everything is beautiful. No matter what you are, who you are, you must come down and humility will prevail. You must use the same plate. You understand? You must. So you will feel that this thing I'm doing, if I do it, it's going to still come back and affect me. That's the mindset. So this piece is missing from our leaders. That is the first problem
Serving,
that they
having
have.
a serving spirit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But for Nigeria as a country, Nigeria is really, really blessed. I am very happy to be in Nigeria.
Okay.
63 years, it's not really easy. Even though we are facing hard times, bad times, as Nigerians, we always try to persevere. No matter what happens, we can see the prices of fuel has gone up. We're still persevering. Most people might not be able most people might not be able to eat
Nigerians are very strong,
three
you know.
times a day. Some might now go once a day, and
twice.
it's going to affect us. But we still give God the glory. That's Nigerians for you. They always give God the glory. Speaking about Nigerians being lazy, I don't see Nigerians as lazy people. These are the most hardworking persons I've ever seen in the whole wide world. Nigerians can fit into any situation. So kudos to all the Nigerians out there. If we're really relying on the government, definitely we are relying on the government for help, support, and every other thing. But most Nigerians have noticed that we look up to God more than the government. So we're praying that God intervenes for the government and make them to understand that they are not leaders, they're supposed to serve.
I have a problem there, but I just have to leave that to be.
No.
I have to.
You should
I
not
have to.
leave
We are
the
not being. We are
problem.
not talking politics for now. So I'll have to give the house back to Sister Ruth.
All right.
Because I would have actually liked to say something.
I'm just advising.
No. We are not
Sister
talking
P,
politics.
you might be helping somebody out there. You might be helping.
You
you
can't
might be
talk me
helping
into
a
it.
leader who understand that now he must not lead. He must come back to serve.
No, I see.
That is
But let's leave the house back to Sister Ruth.
Nigeria is 63, and I love a lot. I'd like to say a lot about Nigeria. I know we are passing through a lot, and I also know that uneasy is the head that wears the crown. It's not easy, to come from the same country with the God head. Yeah, we have a lot of good things in Nigeria, and the fact that we have a strong immune system is a lot to us. If you want to go quickly take a walk to the Western world, some of them want to come back already because whenever
Natural disasters.
yes
so on and
comes,
so forth.
it starts from there. And I can't remember the last time we had such talking about hurricane, talking about all these
Earthquake.
That's why I say
earthquake.
Nigeria is a joke. Because remember when COVID
Let
came,
me
nobody died, but
let
then
me-
we were counting
Yeah.
No,
days.
it's not like maybe it's wrong choice of word. Maybe you would have
No.
looked for
No,
No,
I'm
I
not
saying
think
no.
at this point
Sister Ruth,
he's not
Sister
trying
Ruth.
to be
Hold on.
sarcastic.
Sorry, I don't want
Can you
to deep.
hold on?
I don't want to go down.
Can you hold on?
Yeah,
please?
sorry.
No,
let-
I
no.
allowed all
No, Sister Ruth,
So now
you
it's
are
my
our
turn to
moderator.
talk.
You will
Yes.
continue, but
Okay.
seriously, Nigeria is a joke.
I have heard it.
But I just had to till away from that and just focus on, because we're centered on the leaders.
When you talk about
and citizens.
Nigeria, I am Nigeria, you are Nigeria,
Yes.
we are all Nigeria. It means
Nigerians.
you are a joke as well.
Now,
if you're not a joke, then you shouldn't call your country a joke. If you if you call Nigeria a joke, you are calling God a joke because He created this all. Right? This is a religious.
Sister Ruth is being
It's not
patriotic
where-
at this point.
Seriously,
No,
this is not. This is
let her
not.
land,
This is
let her
not
land.
the
Okay.
place you come to call night. This is a religious TV, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I expect us all to be as polite as we can all be. We are all learned. We have passed through the four walls of university. Yes,
Okay.
we know how to coin new words. So I am not in support of you calling Nigeria. If you call Nigeria a joke, you're calling me a joke. I refuse to be a joke. You're calling God a joke.
Okay.
And that's
Should I clear the
Hold on, I'm not
instance?
done. I am
Okay,
not done.
fine.
I am
It's
not
when you're
done.
done, I'll let you say something.
No
Alright.
problem. Then you are calling yourself.
I'll
a
have to
joke as
regulate.
well. Yes. Before you interrupted me, yeah, I was still talking. I was talking about Nigeria being very strong and not experiencing these
You're not lying.
natural
Disasters.
disasters. Yeah, we keep hearing this there. That yeah, I know. Recently, we also had the case of flood. Yeah, but a lot still survived. Yes, because we are strong.
And a lot died too.
A lot died, but not as much as, because recently, if you want to talk about the Western world, yes, a lot of them died. If you've been going through the internet, you see a lot died in the flood. Yes, and then we also had we have buildings collapsing, earthquakes. We hardly have that in Nigeria. It goes to show that yes, God is in action. And we have. You talked about Ebola. When Ebola came,
Not Ebola. I mentioned COVID.
COVID? Yes, we
Same
also
thing
had
anyways.
case. Yeah, we had the case
It's
of
similar.
Ebola.
Mm.
Yeah, we had the case of COVID and
Lassa fever.
Yes, yeah, and we are very strong here. We are very, very strong. We keep saying Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is that. It is not even when you fall sick. The little sicknesses we go through. You know how it feels. Not to talk of the ones, even the nurses, the doctors cannot cure.
Deal with.
Yes. So think about that. Think about you being outside and then getting caught with these sicknesses, and then you start thinking, if I had known, I would have come home a bit. Maybe this would have passed.
I think I agree with you at that
This
point.
cup would have
understand.
passed, so that later you go back. So all these things are also blessing. You cannot have it all. There is no perfect man. Similarly, there is no perfect country. Even the countries we think they have it all, they also have cockroaches in their cupboard. They are just hiding it. They themselves know that this thing is not going on well. If you talk to an average Nigerian that has been to a lot of countries, they will tell you, I don't want to raise my child in America. They have their reasons. Some would say, I'd like to raise my child in the UK. They have their reasons. But majority will tell you, that same country everybody wants to visit, majority will tell you, I don't want to raise my kids there. You can go and browse the reason. We all have Android phones. Yes, we visit the internet. You know how much harm this raising your child in this particular country will do to you. Some will tell you, I would like to raise my child here, because we all want to have good children, right? So if you think they have it all right there, why do some Nigerians bring back their kids at some point back to Nigeria to raise them?
How many percent? How many percent of Nigerians out there would bring their children to grow in this society? I need to argue with you at this point.
Allow her to land.
Please.
We all have what to say, but
Yes,
let her
yes,
land.
you must
please.
allow me to
Okay,
land.
please
Not
do.
all, but those that God has blessed with money, most of them want to bring their child back at a certain age because they have grown out of control. They themselves cannot. Imagine you having a child, you cannot say sit down and he or she sits down and not tell you, Mom, Dad, you are overstepping your boundary. I don't like the way you talk to me. You have to stop. I will call the cops for you. Most of them I have seen a lot, they bring their kids back to raise maybe at least for 1 or 2 years. They will bend you in a Nigerian way, and you dare not. Which cops are you going to call? They will come and tell you, are you being real? Like, you're talking back at your mom. You understand? So we have it all here in Nigeria. We cannot have it all, like 100%. I know our government are not. I wouldn't even say they are the ones. Imagine me being the president, and then you're working with me, and I give you maybe, let me bring it down to ₦1 million for road construction. Out of the 1 million naira, you know very well that 800 would give us, 200 would be yours, and 800,000 would give us a very good road. And then you keep 500 and send 500 to your workers, and then the head of your team we will now keep 200 and give 300, and then from that 300, the person coordinating will now keep another. What do you
Those
think?
are all citizens.
Exactly. We are all. I'm talking about.
Yes,
what
I
do you
understand.
think? The whole blame now will go back to the head.
Yes.
Right. The whole blame is going back to the head. He's not doing. He's not doing. He's not actually the one. Because if you have headed a team, I'm sure you have been ahead somewhere. You know how difficult it is to control humans.
Yes.
You keep talking. You give them reasons they have to do this. You give them you tell them the advantage of what they are doing and the disadvantages. This is why sometimes you meet with your executives first before you come to the general house. Even though you meet with your executives, you see that there are a lot of lapses. You try to tell, yes.
Please, when you finish, let me speak first.
Your heart is boiling. Okay, please
Yeah,
go on.
I don't think we have much time again.
More time, but I just want to
Yes.
say a little.
You will say. You will say. Now, you just cut me short.
Sorry
I
about
don't
that.
like. I
Sorry
don't like
about
the
that.
fact that whenever three of you are talking, you see me. I let you talk, right? If you have something to say, I would like you to keep calm when I'm done, and you interfere. I really don't like it when I get distracted.
Sorry
when
about
I'm
that.
At the peak of striking a point.
You always, like, just face reality. Actually, you always be distracted one way or the other.
No.
But
if you do it,
just,
if you do it,
but I was not trying to cut you.
No,
I was just letting you know in case.
If you do it,
So
if
you
do
don't
it in a
you don't
good
rush
way,
along.
No, if you do it in a good way, it will be far better. Now I was talking about you meeting with your executives, letting them know their lapses, telling them your the advantages and disadvantages of doing a particular thing. But when they leave, they do the same thing. Imagine I used Eric as an example. You are a government worker. You have a lot of people, looking up to you. Like, oh, I have my uncle. My uncle is a government worker. Is working with the president. This one, my daddy is working with the president. My dad. They hope like you're facing a lot of pressure. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. They want you to do this. And so, when I pass this money to you now too, because maybe you are for works, right? I pass this money to you. You know the pressure on you, and you have to settle them to make them happy. You slash the money. You slash the money to meet their needs, and then pass it. And then Sister Peace also has a lot of pressure. Sister Peace also will slash the money to meet their needs. Everybody, we all have our various needs. Before you come and look at the main reason why you were even placed in that office,
the money has been used.
The money has been, and this is what. And if you check some newspapers, they have some cartoons, they design this cartoon, to explain these things. We all know this is what is happening. But you slashing this money, like you already know that at the end of the month you would get your salary. But yet the one that has been, kept
for a purpose.
Yes, for the people, to construct good roads, to make the citizen live comfortable and other things, you slash it again, even though you are receiving salary. I would call that greed. And now this is what is killing Nigeria. Imagine not doing all these things and letting what belongs to Caesar to go to Caesar. I think it will be a very peaceful place. There will be nothing like Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Even in our various various places we we control, you see these things happening. You see these things. If these things don't happen, then we'll not have what do they call these people? We'll not have these people that go to, what's their name? What's the
refugees? Or
no, not refugees. The people that go. I think they work with money. I can't. What's their name? Like audits.
Audit units.
Yes.
Okay.
If people were so perfect, we will not have audits, right? We will not have them.
Auditors.
Auditors, yeah, we will not have them. But because they are not perfect, they keep doing these things. So you have to come and, but even though they know that, even though they come to you, you see people, they will steal and clean their mess. They'll tell you, I use this for this, I use this for this, I use this for that. Meanwhile, there is nothing to show for it. There is nothing.
Nothing
if
at
you
all.
go there to commission, you're not seeing anything.
Anything.
I have also seen, I saw a video on the internet where I think a road was about something to be commissioned. I think it was a walkway or something, I can't remember. And then in the process, everything just went
Sink it down.
Yes.
Wow.
What do you think happened there?
In Nigeria here.
Yes, what do you think happened there? They give they give
Estimated
a certain
amount that they
for
needed.
for the construction, right? But it was slashed, and because the money was not enough again, they had to go for
Inferior materials.
And that was the result. Imagine you sinking in the right money there. Everything will be fine, and knowing fully well that at the end of the month you get your salary, the one you'll be proud of, the one you know, yes, you actually
Earned
worked
it.
for it, and yeah, that's your hard earned. You know, Nigeria would be a better place. Okay, I would like to give the house to brother.
No, at this point I need to laugh so well because I know he has a lot in mind.
I would love to start quickly from where you stopped and just tackle it here where you begin. I actually agree
I'd like you to
totally.
be,
I'll be very
polite-
fast.
polite,
I actually agree totally with. No, I'm not. Like, first of all, I'm talking about Nigeria. It's nothing personal with anyone on the studio. You get.
No, not here in the studio. We are not just here alone. We also have an intelligent viewer. So you have to be polite.
So, to start with, just like I said, to whom much is given, much is expected. I can remember you asking me, have you ever been a leader? Have you led a group? Now, just like you said, building a road, how difficult it is because you give 1 million, the person will take 800,000, the other one will take 200,000. I found, just like this my brother also said, I find that to be a joke. Why I find that to be a joke is because we have made Nigeria your problem, your personal problem. You are supposed to be responsible for everything till the letter. Now, just like in your home, if you are given, let's say you are the head of the family, you've worked for 1 million naira, and you're supposed to build a house so that you can have where to sleep, you and your family. Then will you tell me that, oh, I gave 800,000 and then I took 500,000 and then I gave this one? Won't you make sure that that house is built no matter what happened? Why would you do that? Because you are the leader. You know how hard it is to have that money. You will do it because this is your responsibility. Why we always attack the head at all times is because he is responsible for this country. Now,
I'll still have a problem there. But I feel we are not talking politics, but I still have a problem there.
Relax.
Okay, go
Before
ahead.
you proceed, do you want the head to follow maybe the person that is supposed to work to market survey? Is it going to go?
If
and
he
get
can,
the
yes.
items?
Yes. No. It's something that
I
heads
see
are
why
done.
Eric here was saying a leader is supposed to be a servant.
Yeah, if he
No,
can.
but I still have a problem.
Relax. Like,
But I'm not saying anything.
No,
I'm
relax,
relaxed.
relax.
Okay.
I remember when you were talking and I just said a little thing, you got angry. But if you notice, a lot of people, as I'm talking, most of you have, apart from Bro Eric, have said something in the midst. And this is reality. It will always happen because it's a spike. It's not as if you want to interrupt, but you are just, as it comes, you are, hey, look. So now, if it means for this job to be done, now you are the leader. We don't know how you are going to get it done. It's because you are the leader. We trust you. That's why we put you there. So if you now say, well, trust me, I've just given money, and just leave it like that. I've seen like Donald Duke. When Donald Duke was the governor of Cross River State, when he sent for a place to be demolished, I've seen once when they were demolished. I don't know if it was a show, but then they had to demolish his brother's house on the street. The brother was so powerful that he didn't allow like people to demolish were scared of demolishing the place, and the work got stopped for a while. Donald Duke went there by himself and stood there until the house was brought down. He called his brother, said, remove everything in the house, I'm coming to that place. The guy refused. He went there by himself. He stood there and the house was brought down. The job continued, like the work continued. Now, this is a leader that wants something to be done. Now, if you actually want something to be done, because this is your problem, we have made it your problem. That's why we gave it to you. We actually want it to be done. Whichever way, we don't really know how because we are not the one in your shoe. But you have to get it done. What excuses? You don't have excuses. That is why we kept you there. Now, in other countries, just like I said, that everything most of the time are always comparison. We judge it with comparison.
Yeah.
I've seen countries like Benin Republic as at 2016. The president offered to kneel down for 1 hour because they didn't have light for 1 hour in the country. Like, light ceased for 1 hour. Like, they have steady lights. And when these guys said Nigeria is a joke, but when I always agree that Nigeria is a joke, how will you give another country steady light and you don't even have
Even a little,
1
an
hour.
hour, an hour.
Right. So this president offered to kneel down for 1 hour. Are you telling me that this president is the head of the power supply, or this president is the minister of power supply? He's the head of the country. Like it may happen that he doesn't even know how that is done. But then this is his he's responsible for the whole country. So if the whole country is suffering, the blame is on him. Like when he's not there, if he didn't want all this blame, sit at home, sleep. So what I'm trying to say is, when a tax is given to you, definitely we will always have to hold you at all times, just like we hold the head of the family when the family is failing. Then apart from that, I grew up to a point in life where I know, like, I'm very grateful for what God has done for me. In fact, there's so many people that cannot sit and shout like this and argue and do all of this. But then, yeah, I'm very healthy and all, yeah, and so I'm always very grateful for that. But then, at a certain time in my life, I stopped comparing myself with people on the streets, people that have died, people that are under the bridge, people that are in the hospital, people that are in the prison, people. I stopped comparing myself with all of those people. There was a reason why. Because why should we at all times always be comparing ourselves with people that are dying, other countries that are dying? What about the ones that are doing well? If you're outside Nigeria, you will hear a lot of story of bomb blasting. People are scared to come to Nigeria, if you don't know. Like, people are scared that if they come, people tie bombs in their stomach and explode some. And it happens. Like, there are so many parts of Nigeria that people just die for no just cause. Recently, as at last year, an incident happened in my town where I come from. They said the villagers had issues with some army forcemen. Before you knew it, the forcemen came with helicopters and they were dropping bombs in a village. Now, this is Nigeria. Where is this place? It's Nigeria. Now, other people outside the country heard this story, and a lot of them are also, that kind of country, Jesus, they are upon the suffering, they are still bombing themselves. So there are so many of those kind of talk out there. So at all times, we should stop judging ourselves with, oh, people, we should be grateful. Why are you so grateful for not doing well? When there is so much you could do, yeah? There's so much you could do, but why are you so thankful
You know, why, when we keep talking like this, I feel I need to keep quiet. Do you know why? Because recently I had, I've been opportuned to sit where we had many, like to say, doctors and professors. Yes, they talked about this similar situation. So I believe if this is actually not, let me say, a religious TV, or perhaps if we are talking pure politics, I know there would be a lot of things that will be presented on the table. So I think at this point, rather than talking about politics, Sister Ruth.
Yes.
Anyways,
Okay,
I think we should move on because
yeah, I actually wanted him to have a safe landing. Thank you so very much, Brother Oku, Sister Smith, and Brother Eric. Now we've talked about Nigeria, but I would like to say that Nigeria is still the best country in Africa. Yeah. So
yes, we are the giants of Africa, in case you don't know.
Yeah, still the best country. And yeah, Brother Oku talked about bomb blast. Yeah, that was not just recently. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Because God is now, God has been in Africa and is still in Africa, Nigeria to be precise. And you know, he did say that there would never be war again in Nigeria. And since then, there has never been war in Nigeria. It has been a peaceful place to be. You can attest to that. I know recently you have been to Nigeria, and you know how peaceful and graceful and everything here you could ever want is here in Nigeria. Imagine coming here and just kneeling to pray and ask for something and having it all. That goes to show that yes, God is in Nigeria. I remember when the Pope came to Nigeria, he knelt down and knocked his head at the airport saying, God lives here. Yes, that goes to show that yes, it is a peaceful place to be. If you're looking for a peaceful place to relocate and start up your home, start up your family, Nigeria is that place. Okay, moving away, recently, last week, the Mansion of Blessedness had their anniversary, and the highlight of it, the highlight of it was the induction of eminences and the consecration of blessed mothers, and that witnessed the induction of over 100 eminences and the consecration of over 300 blessed mothers.
No, I think it was 599 in total.
599.
Yes.
Those that were present here in Calabar were 300 and something, and then all over the world, lots couldn't come down to Nigeria, Calabar to be precise, for their induction / consecration here. So I am talking about those who were present in the hall. There were 300 and something, over 300, and then the eminences were over 100, and they all went. They processed, they passed through the altar of our Most Heavenly Father for their handshake to mark their induction, while the Blessed Mothers were, anointed. It was really, really a wonderful sight. It was really, really spirit-filled, and I'm glad I was there. I witnessed everything, and they also, one of the highlights also was the unveiling of the Mother Elizabeth Medical Center here. I went there, I went around. It's a very beautiful place here. You can go there. There is no need to say, no, I can't go here. I want to go to the... You have to be here. Here is just balance. Spiritually, medically, everything is just balance. Some people like, you have to go to church. Yes, that's why I said it is balance spiritually and medically. I think they have over 6 beds, if I'm not mistaken. Everything, you can go there and run your test. Everything you want is there. And they also, unveiled the Mother Elizabeth oil meal. Yeah, those were one of Mother Elizabeth's,
handiwork.
Handiwork, yes. So the MOB took it upon themselves to, make sure they bring this to light. And yes, we can proudly say that yes, we now have an oil meal, a good one at that. So you don't have to go to the market to get your oil. You have everything in this kingdom. And then Mother Elizabeth Redeemed Kitchen. What am I saying? I'm so sorry about that. Mother Elizabeth's Kitchen here recently, refurbished the whole place. It's looking really, really, amazing. This all happened during the week of the Mansion of Blessedness. So at this point, we'd like to take a brief walk back to the Great Hall to witness the induction / the consecration of the Mansion of Blessedness. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Basi open goodness, please, and joy. Open goodness, my memory. Oh, son of You be my sweetie, it's holiness. I'm in the bunker for you. The bunker for you. I'm in the bunker for you. Hey, the man, I'm in the bunker for you. The man, I'm in the bunker for you. The man, I'm in the bunker for you. I'm in the bunker for you. It's holiness. You cause I'm like you make I love you. You cause I'm on you make I love you. See, I never think before you died on the cross for me. On the cross of Calvary, someone sent you to die for me. Now one sent you to die for me. Oh, the reason why I love you, I love you, I love you in the morning, I love you in the day, in the noon and the night. You be my lover, I'm in the bunker for you. Hey, the man, I'm in the bunker for you. 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 It's holiness. I'm the candle, for His holiness. I'm with you. I'm the candle, for Holy Dalomba Karuemi. I'm for the young girl when I do a walk. Come on, we on I'm in the bunker for you. 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 It's holiness.
Amen, 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 oh, hallelujah, amen.
Amen, 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 oh, hallelujah, amen.
Amen, 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 oh, hallelujah, amen.
Amen, 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 oh, hallelujah, amen.
Amen has taken away your pain today.
Amen.
Amen has taken away your worry today.
Amen.
Amen has taken away your sickness today, child. No more tribulation, no more lamentation, no more sin and pain, no more sorrow. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah, amen.
Amen,
Happy day for children of God.
Today, happy day for children of God.
No more weeping. Happy day for children of God.
Today, happy day for children of God.
No more crying. No more weeping. Happy day for children of God.
Today, 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 oh, now today, oh, now today, no more sorrows, no more crying, no more dying, no more dying, no more weeping, no more sorrows, no more weeping. Happy day for children of God.
Today, happy day for children of God.
Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Holy Mother has come with peace. Holy Mother has come with joy. Holy Mother has come with money. Holy Mother has come with promotion to give to all that believe in the Father, to give to all that believe in the Son, to give to all that believe in the Holy Spirit. Get on earth. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Are you looking for hope? Are you looking for children? Oh, are you looking for contract? Oh, are you looking for husband? Oh, are you looking for peace? Oh, are you looking for children? Oh, yeah. Mama give you life. Oh, Mama give you peace. Oh, Mama give you life. Oh, Mama give you joy. Oh, Mama give you peace. Oh, Mama give you hope. She open your way. Holy Mother has come with peace to give to all that believe in the Father. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father. Mama, we've gathered to adore you today. Mama, we've gathered to glorify you, oh Mama, for giving us a son that has taken over, for giving us the light of the world, for giving us a king that's ruling the world, for giving us the reason why we've gathered today. All the women are grateful for adoring them. All the women are grateful for honoring them, for giving them your name, for giving them your son, for giving them your water, your blood, only Mama. Oh Mama, thank you for coming to be our. Are you looking for home? Are you looking for children? Oh, are you looking for contract? Oh, are you looking for money? Yeah. Do you need a piece of life? Oh, do you need a home to live? Yeah. Mama give you life, oh. Mama give you peace, Mama give you joy. She open your way. Mama give you life, oh. Mama give you peace. She open your way. Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father.
Holy Mother has come with blessings to give to all that believe in the Father.
Believe me, my brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of mercy.
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 My dear brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of mercy.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of mercy.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of mercy.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
The wife
mercy.
of the Most High God, today your children must glorify your name.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
Mother
mercy.
of the youth, Papa Olumba, in
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
Mother
mercy.
of the mighty King, today your children must glorify your name.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
Mother
mercy.
of the mighty King, today your children must glorify your name.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome
You
of
want to
mercy.
be a good woman, you must emulate the virtue of Mama.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome
If
of
you want to be a good woman, you must emulate the virtue of Mama.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
You want to go to heaven, you must emulate the virtue of Mama.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
Mother of the mighty King, today your children must glorify your name.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
The wife
mercy.
of the Most High God, today your children must glorify your name.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
Mother
mercy.
of the mighty King, today your children must glorify your name.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
The world
mercy.
must glorify Mama Elizabeth. Your son is ruling the world.
My brethren, Mama Elizabeth is epitome of
I
mercy.
have a news of joy. Mama is the news of joy. Joy, joy, joy.
I have a news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Mama is the
Joy, joy,
news of
joy. You
joy.
were chosen among women, Mama, to give birth to Christ in this era, Mama.
Mama is the news of joy.
All the widows and the orphans, Mama is the one that comforted them, Mama.
Mama is the news of joy.
Mama Esu Olomba Esu, your glory will reign forever, oh Mama.
Mama is the joy. Mama is the news of joy.
Mama Esu Olomba, your glory will reign forever, oh Mama.
Mama is the joy. Mama is the news of joy.
All the orphans and the hungry, Mama is the one that comforted them, Mama.
Mama news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Mama is the news of joy.
So you were chosen among women, Mama, to give it to Christ in this era, Mama.
I have a news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy,
Mama
joy,
is the
joy,
news
joy.
of joy.
Mama Esu Olumba Obu, your glory will last forever, oh Mama.
I have a news of
Joy,
joy.
joy, joy.
Mama is the news of joy.
So you were chosen among women, Mama, to give birth to Christ in this era, Mama.
I have a news of joy. Mama is the news of joy.
Mama is the one that took them in a boat.
I have a news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Mama is a news of joy.
All the orphan and the broken. Mama is the one that took them by to smile.
I have a news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Mama is a news of joy.
You were chosen among women, Mama, to give it to Christ in this era, Mama.
I have a news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Mama is a news of joy.
Mama Esu Olomba Obu, your glory will last forever, oh Mama.
I have a news of joy. Mama is a news of joy.
Mama Esu Olomba Obu, your glory will last forever, oh Mama.
I have a news of joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Mama is a news of joy.
So you were chosen among women, Mama, to give it to Christ in this era, Mama.
I have a news of joy. Mama is a news of joy.
My papa, Papa, we know they fail you, you know they fail you, Olumba, Papa, we know they fail.
My papa, Papa, they fail you. Papa, they fail you. Papa,
If you get to Papa, you know go see shame, brother. To climb the ladder, you go get on fence, brother. Start to the wonder, while the man will conquer. Start to the ponder, while the man will conquer. You know that. When I'm done, he ain't you not done, no. Oh, man, the room, but from there, I got my soul, do not fail to call upon him. He will set you free. He will deliver you in time of distress.
You're still watching the Morning Star Breakfast Show, yeah, and on your screen recently, yeah, was the grand finale of the Mansion of Blessedness, and yes, it was really, really amazing. For those of you who were in the hall, you saw how, spirit-filled it was. I felt that way, and I believe you felt that way too. And for those who joined via Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, you have also been blessed bountifully. Now I'd like to take a brief walk here to yesterday. Yesterday was Monday.
All ordained.
Yeah, for the flag of the all ordained ones. Yeah, it was really, really amazing. It was really, really, really amazing. And this week is really going to be wonderful. I think yesterday they also they had, after the flag of, okay, it's going to be today. Yes, they will be visiting the road safety. They just started, and it is,
already packed filled.
Yeah,
with
packed filled
lots
with a lot of activities. It's really going to be amazing. So I'm here urging you all to give them the maximum support they need. They say once an ordained, always an ordained. If you have been there before, it therefore means that this week is yours. And so you must, take it upon yourself to do all that needs to be done so your blessings will be in full. Yeah, so we'd like to briefly take a walk to the flag of. We'll be right back.
We go talk on well, we go press on well, say we go talk on well, say we go press on well, say we go talk on well. You butter my bread, you sugar my tea, you butter my bread. I have a very big God that is He is always by my side.
by my side, by my side.
He is always by your side.
By my side, by my side.
He is oh, come and see Wonder Papa. Come and see Wonder Papa. Come and see my Father. Come and see my Redeemer. Come and see that man when he speak, all spirit obey. He is that man when he speak, no one to cut him. He's the one. He's the maker. He's the keeper. He's the ruler. He's the maker. He's the keeper. He's the maker. He's the ruler. Wonder, 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 leader Olumba, eh? Abba Father, limit breaker, Abba Father, leader Olumba, eh? Abba Father, limit breaker, wonder, Abba Father, wonder God. Ooh, wonder, 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 ooh, wonder, 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 ooh. Wonder, 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 Father, you rule in the heavens, you rule down here on earth, you reign supreme in the heaven and in the ages, Papa. You are ruling, you are shaking, you are ruling, you are shaking, you are shaking, you are shaking, you are shaking the whole world, Papa. You are ruling, you are shaking everywhere, you are shaking, you are shaking, you are ruling, you are shaking them. Papa, 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 you the rain every day and night. Papa, 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 now you we know everywhere we go. Papa, Olumba, when we speak, our spirit obey. Oh, so leader Olumba, oh, Abba Father, limit breaker, I am a ruler. Leader Olumba, eh, Abba Father, limit breaker, unchangeable changer, wonder God. Come and see my God, he's standing on the throne. When he speaks, his words are final. I've gone around the world, there's no one like Olumba. I've gone around the world, there's no one like Olumba. The way that he moves, there's no one like Olumba. The things that he says, there's no one like Olumba. The way that he moves, there's no one like Olumba. He's the one, he's the ruler, he's the maker, he's the keeper, he's the maker, he's the keeper, he's the ruler, he's the keeper, he's the maker, he's the father, he's the maker, leader Olumba, eh? Abba Father, limit breaker, higher ruler, leader Olumba, eh? Abba Father, limit breaker, unchangeable changer.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Morning Star Breakfast show, and on your screen was the flag of the all ordained ones, and it was really amazing. It's really going to be a beautiful week to behold and to be there. So we're urging you all to give them the support they need. So we would like to quickly take a walk to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of messages already here, so I'd like to read it all. Then Brother Oku here would also take a brief walk to Facebook. Before then, I would like to wish all the October born a happy birthday. I hope that Father blesses you all.
I wonder about
grants all your heart desires. From Brother David Ayes and Perfect Peace of Sister Gladys Onyabo, BCS is the light of the world. Brother David Ayes and happy and blessed new day to all children of God. From David Ayes, and I greet you all. Star Crossly, we greet you all. Greet you too. From Sister Gladys Onyabo, unstoppable and unchallengeable Abba Father, there is nothing you cannot do. From Ude Lovina Ekama, perfect peace of the Father. From Gemma James, thank you, great Abba Father. From Enogle Friendly Bags, oh what a joy. Thank you, Holy Father.
Okay, so taking the Facebook comments, we are from Sister Gladys Onyebo. BCS is indeed the last hope of mankind. Also from Sister Gladys, special greetings to our beloved presenters. To those working on the background, kudos to Starcross TV for beaming live to the entire world. Starcross TV is simply the best religious TV worldwide. Then we also have comments from Messi Ute Ushede. Special greetings to our lovely presenters. You are doing great. Starcross TV to the universe. Kudos. Also, we have from Happiness Martins. Good morning, my beautiful presenters. Father bless you all. Last but not the least, Williams Paul Etap. Thank you, Father. And thank you, Father, for real.
Okay, it is time for us to take a bow for this segment. We are not calling it a day because we also have sports segments to attend to, which will be anchored by Brother David Eric here. So you will be seeing him and his team in no time. For now, we're saying goodbye to you. No, goodbye. This team is bidding you goodbye. Not, we're not drawing close the curtains. So yeah, you have to stay tuned for Brother Eric to come back. My name is Ruth Obua, and I'll be on your screen tomorrow.
Okay, my name is Peace Smith. But before I give the house to Bro Oku, a birthday shout out to one of our good editor right here. His name is Ene Englands. I pray that all your wishes comes to fulfillment. Amen.
All right, so thank you, Father, and bye-bye for now.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're still watching the Morning Star Breakfast Show, and we are now live at the sports segment. And I'm here with my guys. We know how we do our thing. It's always very lovely, wonderful on the sports segment. We cry sometimes, we smile sometimes, but overall, we still support the clubs we want to support, despite what goes on. Good morning, Casamacelo Victor, and welcome to the show once again.
Good morning.
I believe you are a little bit happy.
Well,
He has to be happy. He must be happy
I'm
all
happy.
the days of our life. Very important.
So you have to be happy for the rest of your life.
The days of your
of
life.
course, I'm happy. Yeah, I was not happy, but from that day, I wasn't happy.
Yes.
To the rest of my life, I'm happy.
All right, good morning, Brother Elijah. Welcome to the show. I know you are happy.
Of course.
Definitely.
And
you
the
are happy.
happiness will continue to the end of the season.
All right, it is always good for you to stand by your team during the bad times and during the good times, not joining the team during the good times.
Yeah.
And if your team is at the bad spot, you switch to the next team. And when your team comes back, you come. No, it is not nice.
There is no passion in that.
Yeah,
There's no passion. There's no
There's
passion.
no passion at all. All right, speaking about the Monday Night Football was a wonderful time. Yesterday we had Chelsea taking on Fulham, or rather Fulham taking on Chelsea, and the game was really, really wonderful. Nicholas Jackson was not there on the starting lineup due to his suspension, but we saw Amanda Broja coming into the game and he scored a goal. Unfortunately for him, he has gotten an injury. We hope that it is a minor injury. For the first time, Chelsea coming up 2-0 in this season. It's really wonderful. We believe they will pick on this spark and take on Bondi dramatically. But Elijah, how excited are you for Chelsea to have another win again in just 2 wins in a row now? we are looking at Burnley game over the weekend. Do you think they will take this energy down to Burnley game?
Yeah, of course. You know, the players are excited. They have been able to secure 2 wins, 2 clean sheets.
Yeah.
And the most exciting part of it was Mikhail Modric scored his first goal for Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful goal. You know,
It's a dream come true.
yeah, dream come true for him. You could see his celebration. He was really, really happy. Even the players himself, his teammates were excited about him.
Yeah.
I saw a spot that was picked between Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, how they celebrated his goal. You know, everybody is happy for him.
The team is happy
able
for
to
him.
score. So, and Chelsea is scoring 2 goals for the first time this season. You know, winning. I think they are going to build on that momentum, and they will build on that. Their confidence is increasing, and we are really happy, most especially for a player like Cole Palmer. You know, stepping into the game and doing very, very well. I mean, like, we miss such a winger. You know, that's the winger we've been looking for, and I hope he continues with his current form, and I believe they will still use the same energy to play Burnley come weekend.
All right, we're hoping that Chelsea continues in this same great form. Yes, let's talk a little bit about the controversial moment during the Premier League game via the weekend before we move over to the Champions League, because this is the week for the big boys. The midweek is the week for the big boys. So if you're now at the midweek, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I don't know where you are. You need to fight.
Who
are not the big boys now?
I'm not going to say anything.
who are not the big boys?
The big boys know themselves.
Okay.
The big boys know themselves, and they'll be at the big stage.
And the big boys must behave like big boys.
Of course. I love that from Elijah. The big boys must behave like the big boys.
Yeah.
Ambassador, we had controversial moments. We all know that, yes, we are human beings, but at a particular point in time, football is trying to see whereby there will be no errors. But over times, we've noticed that the introduction of VAR most times are not even trying to help matters, but trying to worsen the situation. Let's take a look at the Liverpool game, Tottenham-Liverpool game. Liverpool were down to 2 men, and they had a goal that was scored by Ruben Dias, and it was disallowed, only to find out after the end of the match that that ball was a goal, and an apology has been sent to Liverpool, but Liverpool is not taking it kindly. Ambassador, this is a cry from many fans. What do you think should be done?
Well, I think just yesterday I was talking to one football pundit.
Okay.
We raised the same issue. I think the worst of it all is this season. I don't know what's wrong with the Premier League referees. They are not consistent with the rules at all.
Yeah.
This is what Eric Ten Hag cried out for last season, and the thing is getting worse by the day. You see, I don't know. Like the young man, I was trying to tell the young man, I said, if I was in the football governing body, I think at this point in time, we need to swap referees. Probably bring referees from Spanish League to officiate
to visit
Premier
the Premier League,
and the Premier League referees will go and officiate Spanish League or something, because I have tried to figure it out, and it's not. I'm not getting the answers I want.
No,
it's
very, he's making
pathetic.
a point. Yeah. Seriously,
it's very pathetic.
Because sometimes, sorry for cutting you, I think the referees end up siding one team.
Of course,
you understand? Which is not supposed to be so. You know, as a referee, you're supposed to be very neutral and
very neutral.
Very well. So.
See, because I think these referees in England, maybe they have relations, or they are fans to these teams. No, I am being realistic.
Of course,
they are fans to some of these teams.
Yes.
So and you will not know the mind of a particular referee. For instance, if a referee is a Manchester United fan, and you bring him to come and officiate a match that involves Manchester United, there is possibility that he is going to blow it or officiate in favor of Manchester United. I'm just setting an instance.
Yeah.
So it is very, very rampant, and I think that was the reason why FIFA had just 2 England referees in the just concluded World Cup. And I just pray, if I had my way, I would tell FIFA not to include any England referee in the next World Cup, because it's very, very obvious. We saw there are so many picture clips all over the social media where you see clear, fouls, clear onside, clear handballs, and these referees, the center referees, do not have the final decision. Fine, you have video assistant referees. These are people that sit down, replay the clips of these incidences immediately these things happen.
From different angles.
From different angles. from different camera angles, and they will communicate with the center referee immediately. Now the question is, what happens to the center referees? In some cases, they will even tell the center referee to go and have a look at the VAR screen. But to our greatest surprise, they will have a look at the VAR screen and they'll come back and they'll tell you that it is not going to be given. For instance, the most obvious, like the most painful one was the game against Manchester United and Tottenham.
Yes.
Where we had a defender's hand off his body. Romero, his hands was off his body and the ball came in contact with his hands. And the referee went to the VAR screen and saw that incident and came back and said it is a corner kick. Who does that?
It's very, very painful and sad.
So I don't know. I think they should be swapping this Premier League and maybe La Liga Santander referee and all that.
And currently now the FA for the referee are trying to sanction Liverpool for protesting and sanction McAllister for protesting.
You can imagine that. So now, who tendered the apology to Liverpool?
The head of the refs, the ref FA tendered the apology, but now it looks like Liverpool are maybe going for an attempt to have a rematch or something, which has not happened.
I don't think it's going to be possible.
It's not going to be possible, but you don't have any right to sanction them. Since you have seen that the error came from the person who officiated, which is a member of the referees association. Then
and they have been dropped for this week. For me, dropping them for this week, it does not show anything.
It doesn't make any difference because those people are still England referees.
They will say come back and maybe take on next week and do another blunder again.
Those are the controversies in football.
Because we rarely have this in the Spanish games, in the Italian Serie A. We don't really have those things. And most of those refs are coming into Champions League doing very well.
Yeah.
But we have
and if you watch very well, I have come to discover something. Any Champions League game where you have England referee officiating, they always officiate free and fair game. Of course, but once it comes to English Premier League, that is why I said that some of these referees are fans to these clubs, to some clubs. And because I see no reason why, okay, like in the last game where Manchester United lost to Crystal Palace, we saw picture evidences where somebody's leg, somebody's boot was placed on I think it was Rashford, on Rashford's knee, and there was no foul given.
There was no foul.
Somebody stepped on a player and there was no foul given, and the pictures were there. And I'm just asking myself, so what are the referees doing? What are the video assistant referees doing? These are their jobs. They should spot these things and signal the center referee immediately. But no, it's not done.
We have witnessed so many situations. This same season, we saw Aki scoring a goal where Haaland was blocking the view of the goalkeeper and it was given to him as a goal. And we saw the same thing happen to Casemiro scoring a goal, and Haaland was blocking the goalkeeper and it was not given.
Yes, it was not given. I remember.
Goal. We noticed via the weekend that Keita of Arsenal was taken down, but when the camera showed from another angle, he fell down before the leg was struck, and the penalty was given. The VAR ref, the referee never went to the VAR to check anything
from any angle.
And the penalty was awarded. As according to what you're saying, some teams are being favoured. The likes of Arsenal, Tottenham, they are being favoured, but it is not really good. Other teams are crying out. They also want to be heard, and we believe that the FA will look into it and also amend one or two things and make it right. But as the games goes on, we have to play to win, despite the official, because we noticed yesterday in Chelsea's game there were some dramatic moments whereby the game was so toxic, and the ref was doing play on, and people were going down. play on, and it's not really funny. It's not really funny. We need the refs and the VAR officials to step in. The reason for the VAR is to make sure that there are no controversies in the games. There is total error, because we saw the likes of Drogba, the likes of Suarez when he started much earlier in Liverpool, scoring those offside goals, scoring so many things,
scoring goals with hands,
Suarez and doing so many wonderful things. So those are the reason they had to bring in VAR and coming. We can see sometime the ball must have passed the line and there will be no goal line technology to dictate, and the keeper may dramatically bring out the ball from across the line, and you see the goal is not given. So those are the reasons, but the reasons should not be haunting us now for introducing the VAR. So please, we want the officials to look at the VAR critically. All right, let's move over to the big boys. He has the big boys. Champions League Tuesday, Wednesday game. It's here again. One of the big boys stepping in is Arsenal. European football in general. We saw Arsenal coming back to the Champions League, and they came back strongly. They had a very massive 4-0 victory over PSV, who is a very good side at the Netherlands League. This week they'll be taking on Lens. Lens is a very organized team, but we still know Arsenal is going to do very well. Ambassador, how do you see that game? Lens, Arsenal are away. How do you see the game?
Well, you see, when it comes to Arsenal are a team that, honestly, when I sit down and think about Arsenal 3 seasons ago, and think about Arsenal of last season, and
now,
and think about, in fact, the most of it all is Arsenal of this season. Arsenal of this season is a team where everybody is up to their toes.
Yeah.
The defenders are pressing forward, the midfielders are being coordinated, the attackers are very clinical and very sharp.
Yeah.
So, my brother, I think I'll give it up to Arsenal.
All right, another big team again. We saw Newcastle. They are now chilling with the big boys. They are on the grand stage, and they took on a very well organized Newcastle side. And we saw what happened. Newcastle tried their best. They were away. They tried their best, and they made sure that they did not concede any goal. This time around,
and they did not lose.
And they did not lose. This time around, Newcastle is hosting Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain had a very terrible weekend against a team that is down the bottom. They could not score a goal.
Yeah, and the goal is wrong.
Yes, they played the goal. So do you think the likes of Mbappe, Dembele, and the rest of them will be able to do damage to a well-organized Newcastle? Remember, Newcastle has been scoring goals.
Yeah.
Massive goals. So, Brother, what do you think the outcome of that game?
Of course, you know, when you were talking about the big boys, I was saying, well, the big boys should behave like the big boy. You know, this is
okay, I understand the big boys.
This is where we know.
So he was actually referring to Newcastle.
No, I wasn't referring to Newcastle.
I know what I
wasn't referring to Newcastle.
They are not being like the big boys.
They are now wearing the big boys' shoe.
Yeah.
So they should represent like the big boys.
Yes.
Of course, Newcastle is a very good side. You know, most importantly, they know how to score goals and they take their chances. But when you're coming up against a team like PSG in the Champions League, PSG may not do well in their league. But when you're coming up PSG in the Champions League, remember this is a Champions League that the same PSG are really hunting for.
Yes.
So you don't expect the same match in their local league and the Champions League, of course. So Newcastle should expect a very tough game. They are going up against players like Mbappe.
And at home, Newcastle always feels so relaxed at home.
Okay, and they are playing at home.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough match. Of course, Newcastle also are going to do their very best to see how they can perform well, at least in the Champions League. So the match is going to be a tough one.
All right. Speaking about the big boys, we have another big game again. Leipzig against Manchester City. Yes, this one are always living up to their position. They are the big boys. Yeah. So they know how to handle the big game. Ambassador, both eyes of Manchester were taken out by the weekend. Yes, we saw Crystal Palace taking one side of Manchester, and we saw Wolves taking the other side of Manchester.
Manchester went down.
So Manchester went down behind the weekend. So will Manchester rise up again? Man City, Leipzig.
You see, Rasenballsport Leipzig is a team that I admire so much. From when that team was created till now, they have always been promoted in all their divisions. I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah.
From when they were created in their local division, they were promoted that season. To the next season, they were promoted. Now, ever since ever since they now came to the big stage, those people try to finish top 4. Yeah. So, considering them at that or in that perspective, and they are playing against the defending champions, it's going to be a very tough match. It's going to be a 50-50 game, because those people are like they are a side that I used to be afraid. There was a time they were drawn against Manchester United in the Europa League. Yeah. I think they gave Manchester United a very tough time. Yeah. And you know, they have improved over time. Yes. So we are expecting a 50-50 game.
Wow, a 50-50 game.
Yeah,
but my favor will still go in place of Manchester City rather, because you know the likes of Haaland who want to show why they are more experienced. Yes, they have a good players like Grealish is trying to fight for his space because Doku is on his neck. Yes. So we believe that Manchester City is going to come back. And Manchester City has lost Rodri over the weekend due to his suspension, and they still need to lose him again over the weekend. But we believe Rodri coming to the team the weekend, there will be this composure. And according to what you said, Haaland has been haunted, Ambassador.
Of course, I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. See, you don't watch. Okay, it's like as we're talking about Manchester City.
Yeah.
They are the best team in the world, but they were being trashed by Newcastle.
Yeah.
From a cup competition.
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about. They had the likes of Haaland on that pitch. He couldn't score. That is what I'm talking about. See, there is no coach that want to play against Manchester City that will not prepare himself. Even if I was a coach and I have a team and I've checked my itinerary and I know that I have Man City in the next 3 matches, I will bench players and wait for Manchester City. That is what is happening. Yeah, so he will be haunted, and he should even expect more.
Oh, Ambassador, you are up for him. It is really, really sad. A man who scored close to 60 goals in one season, struggling to get goals, but he knows what to do. When he gets to the small team, he will make sure he scores to cover up for.
And then he would have scored against Newcastle to secure the place.
Well, you know, I think something is affecting him. Man City, if you want to agree with me, they are experiencing a little transition in the team. Yes. A lot of players are coming in, new players, Doku, Kovacic, especially in the midfield. You know, they've lost Kondogan.
Yeah.
You know, and we are bringing in fresh players. I mean, these players who played with Haaland last season, they try to understand. So what if they are trying to understand him? How to give him the ball, and you know, and he's having problems scoring goals this season. At the beginning of the season, we just hope that the team will get to understand themselves better, so that they will help him. Because a player like Haaland, of course, he knows how to score.
Yeah.
He knows how to score. He's not really there in the team build-up. He's not really there in the team build-up, but you will see him at the end of the goal, well positioned and waiting for his goal to score. So what if these final passes that he's looking for are not coming in? You know,
so
like
are you telling me?
season?
Telling me that these new players have not been there from the preseason and in the training sessions
most
and all
of them,
that?
Most of them were not there. Most of them were not.
Yeah, even if they were not there, but they have blended. They have. I think
they are professionals.
They're professionals. they have played about 6 matches in the league. They've played. This is the second Champions League. They've played League Cup games and all that. So I think they must have blended. The only thing you would have told me is that the key man, Kevin De Bruyne, is not there for now. But even with that, we saw Kevin De Bruyne being caged by some team players last season, and he couldn't do the connecting magic to Haaland. So then, how much more this season that people have studied the teams?
We hope Man City restore back their glory, because what we see is really, really going to be tough. Let's look at another big boys who are also finding it very hard. Manchester United are taking on Galatasaray at home. So, Baraja, what do you think? Manchester United, do you feel Manchester United will be able to take on Galatasaray? Galatasaray is a very strong side currently in Champions League. They are underrated, but they are a very strong side. So, what do you think for that game?
I think Galatasaray is playing at home. Away. Okay.
They're already in Manchester.
They're already in Manchester as we speak. All right. So it's going to be a tough match. Of course, you know, we have Ziyech who left from Chelsea then, and he's impressing a lot. He's playing a lot. He's having game time, unlike when he was in Chelsea. Yeah. So of course his form is coming back. But when you're coming up against a team like Manchester United, of course you expect a very different game. And Manchester United is playing at home. Of course, well, I'll give it to Manchester United. I'll give it to Manchester United to win the match today.
All right. Another big game outside the English Premier League representative. Let's take a very close look at the star game. Napoli, Real Madrid. We were hoping for this game to take place last Champions League during the semi-finals before the finals, but it did not really come. So fortunately for us now, we have the game. The game is here at the group stage. Napoli, Real Madrid. This is two teams that are on form, despite the personal differences they are having in both teams. Personal difference in the sense that Real Madrid is faced with lots of injuries. There's no Alaba for them. Rudiger has gone on injury. Militao has gone on injury. How will Ancelotti cope with these losses? Osimhen, for the first time, was benched last week due to 1 or 2 controversies, but we believe he will be back the starting lineup. Ambassador, how do you see this game? Napoli, Real Madrid.
Well, first of all, any team that, like I have been saying on this program, every team or every coach always have a second choice player. And in some teams, second choice players are always, better technically than the first choice. That is why you see the likes of Pep Guardiola when he wants to make a sub, the opponent coach will have to panic. What is he about to bring? Who is he about to bring and all that? So I don't think with the injury blows in Real Madrid is going to affect them in any way. It's just that they might have a difficult start, but as the game goes on, they will be all right. And well, I see the game to be a draw.
Wow. Okay, but Elijah, any controversy on the game?
Yeah, of course. Real Madrid, they are going through injury crisis right now. Remember, at the beginning of the season, they had to come to Chelsea to get Kepa because Courtois was going to be out
of the
season.
Yeah.
So they are still facing injury crisis, and they are taking up a team like Napoli, who are at their best form, doing very well, and we have a very good striker like Victor Osimhen in the team. Of course, it's going to be a tough match for Real Madrid, but yeah, this is Champions League and this is Real Madrid. Of course, we know they are a good side, and they have a sharp attack. They have Bellingham, they have Vinicius, they have Rodrigo up there in front. So Napoli will also expect a tough match. Like Ambassador Victor say, it's going to be a draw. Of course, even if there's going to be winning, the goals will not be too many. It's going to be that 1 or 2 win margin.
Okay, so if you're going to cast your die, which team will you go for? Napoli or Madrid?
I think Real Madrid will win.
Wow, everybody's going for the experience. And normally, I will always say Madrid is the team that normally comes to win the Champions League every season. It is by privilege other teams gets to win the Champions League. I use it privilege. If
it's not by privilege, it's by hard work.
It's by hard work.
Can never be by privilege.
By hard work and luck.
And luck,
hard work, grace.
Let's say 70%
hard
work
and
30%
luck. Yeah.
Because Madrid is destined for the Champions League.
Right.
Ambassador, you know this, that Madrid is destined for
I know, because they have the highest Champions League trophy, but it doesn't mean it's like a bet right.
Ambassador, I like the words you're using. Technically, they are like a bet right. They were made for this.
No,
they are the gladiators.
So are you telling me that every other team
they are coming to make up the tournament?
Okay, so now Real Madrid goes into the Champions League like they are the favorite to win. Every
funny
season.
enough,
most
season. Times, like for the past 5 to 6 years, when Ronaldo was there, most times they are not even the favorite to win the Champions League. But when they get to the point of semi-finals, we know we don't know where they bring out the shield.
That's what we're talking about, the luck. That is where the luck comes in.
They have a team that is built on hard work.
Yeah.
Okay.
70% or 80%,
and 20% and luck will come in.
Good luck will just favor them.
You know, I remember the Champions League against Atletico Madrid
twice.
That is when I say the luck came in for them, because they were no way close to progressing. Like, it was a shocker to me. Like, imagine Sergio Ramos stepping in to score the goal at the dying minute,
and they go on to win. Real Madrid 4-1 extra time.
You know, at extra time. So that is where
they are made for it. Let's give it to them. All right, we have great teams. Bayern Munich is also there. Paris Saint-Germain is also there. Manchester City, who are the favorites to win the Champions League, is also there.
Are you sure they are the favorite?
No, they are always the favorite. Currently, now, for the past 5 years, they are always the favorite to win Champions League. But Real Madrid are always the destined ones. So let's see if the favorites will get to the final and the destined ones. And who knows the other underdogs, the Bayern Munich,
the Inter Milan, don't forget.
Inter Milan, yeah, the Inter Milan underdogs. Inter Milan are always shocking us. So let's see if they will get there, or the AC Milans will get there. We don't know for Manchester United because they are still warming up.
You have forgotten Arsenal.
Arsenal are still warming up.
We're
looking at quarterfinals.
Newcastle.
We're looking at group stage for Newcastle, quarterfinals for Arsenal, Manchester United quarterfinals. But the big boys will surely get to. So, according to Elijah, behave like the big boys when you are dressed like the big boys. So let's go out there and support our teams via this Champions League game. Support your team, no matter you lose or you win. Support your team, and I believe Ambassador will support his team. We're hoping for Chelsea to come up next season and join the big boys. For now,
of course, we will be back next season.
Oh,
wow.
We will be back. Let us relax for this season. We have been playing Champions League for the past years in and out. So let's take a break.
All right,
His
we'll
faith
back
is
next
as
season.
big
we
as
pray you
mine.
don't take a break for like 6 years.
No, we can't take a
All right, thank you so much for staying tuned to the Morning Star Breakfast Show. This is where we call it a wrap until we come your way next week, this Friday for more interesting segments on the sports show. It's a goodbye from us. Bye bye.